This is a good burger.
Ah yes, a most delectable burger indeed, my fair noodle tones. With cheese, no less.
There is no such thing as opinions. Vegans need to get over us eating meat just because they don't like it does make it fat.
Dude, fuck off. We're just trying to eat here.
Such thing as opinions don't like the frogs are turning gay because of the vegans not eating them. If you don't like it, this is what
Guess I'll go get the microphones. We got a commentary to do.
Wait, I need to finish my burger.
You know, I thought the whole vegan thing was over with, but it looked like the world just keeps getting stupider.
Huh? Reel that back right quick, my guy. I thought we were done with the vegan thing, but the world just got stupider. Boy, we're not even done with the first grade English class ed. Let's talk about what you said first. It's only 15 seconds in and we already have a bad take.
Veganism isn't just a thing that's going to be over. Lots of people are going to still partake in the lifestyle, either due to animal rights reasons, health reasons, religious reasons, or some other reason that isn't going to change because RoboKnight's show said veganism is over party.
And what do I mean by that? Well, as y'all guys remember, I actually have a TikTok, well, kind of. I've been arguing with vegan gays, as you guys probably saw, and she's just stupid. She's probably the most stupidest out of the other vegans that I've seen on there who are just insanely dumb and stupid. And we're gonna talk about it. She made a video on Pancho saying Pancho versus vegans, and we're gonna watch it right now. So enjoy the fucking stupidity.
She's dumb and stupid? Well, RoboKnight, I am interested and intrigued.
Bruh, do you need a thesaurus? Stupid, unintelligent, slow-witted, maybe even a little dense.
Could everyone please just stop for a second? The redundant Department of Redundancy is not only irritated with all of us, but they're angry and really pissed off!
RDR, open up!
And then you can just insert like a really high-pitched squeal sound effect right here for the gunshots part. I'm not gonna scream that loud. You can just put the girliest scream over this if you want.
Really don't know what else to tell these vegan TikTokers.
You don't know what else to say because you don't know what you're talking about, Pancho.
Other than, civilization has kind of been like this for centuries now. You know, human eat the chicken and human eat the pig. That's just...
Oh, it's been like that for centuries. People kill other people. People slap people. You went for my wife, I kill you.
Steak, a roll, and broccoli with cheese on it. That's my type of meal. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something? We are meat eaters. This is what we do. Chill out.
I literally lost my brain trying to I literally lost my breath trying to process that. You say that, yet you have broccoli. Blech.
Aren't we omnivores, though? What do you mean we're meat eaters?
I was fucking stunned by the way you just came in like that. I thought it really had nothing to do with this, and yet my opinion has stayed the same, and I got less shocked. It's dulling me already.
Look, I'm gonna pretend like that was coherent English and just let the video play out.
Before you do, imagine setting up a joke that's supposed to get under vegan gays' skin by admiring a plate of steak and broccoli, doing the whole, "Oh, did you say something" bit, and then you go against the bit by addressing her argument. Comedy Genius! While your comment is wrong, we're not exclusively meat eaters, it's still funny to me that you made a joke at her expense only for it to come crashing down under the weight of its own flimsy delivery. You're fawning over a side of broccoli in the same segment where you're trying to own her with your love of eating meat, for God's sake.
With cheese, no less!
Doing something for a long amount of time, long length of time, does not justify the action. It tells you nothing about whether or not that action is justified. We can just refer back to literally anything that has had to be abolished, literally any law that's had to be put in place. It's kind of been a thing for a while where women didn't work in the workplace, so why on earth would you want to put them in the workplace all of a sudden? It's kind of been a thing that we've killed homosexuals.
That has absolutely nothing to do with eating meat.
Yo, RoboKnight, she's explaining the go with tradition fallacy, where if we do something for a long time, it must be right, when that is far from the case. That's her point. Hey, traditionally there was a point in time where we would put the village fools on the gallows.
I am begging you, don't put me back.
You imply our village fool isn't crimson.
That have nothing to do with killing animals. What do homosexuality people have to do with animals? Absolutely nothing.
Bruh, what does killing another living being have to do with killing another living being? I just cannot see the logic here. Please tell me this is the most cleverly placed commentary bait I have ever seen, because I don't want to believe there is someone this dense 2 minutes into the video.
Oh, believe me, Doodle, it's about to get worse. Now, to add on to what my comrades said here, Pancho locked himself into a form of argumentation that is extremely flimsy, especially in vegan circles. Something that we can call an appeal to tradition, or maybe in this case it'd also be an appeal to history. This is when you make an argument or a conclusion solely based on the prevalence of a tradition within human history. We've been doing this for a very long time, therefore there's no need to stop doing it. Or, that's just how society's always been. Making arguments like this sets you up for logical inconsistencies, as Vegan Gaze was trying to demonstrate, because we can use this exact same argument against many former or currently held traditions that people find very unethical or illogical. For example, diminished rights for women, the exact train of logic that Vegan Gaze was going for. We formerly held a strong view that women were inferior to men. Some places in the world still hold this view to this day. If we've been at it for so long, then it must be fine. Hell, let's go back to slavery this holiday season.
This is the introduction to your video. Vegan Gaze has made only one major point so far, and you didn't even bother listening to it properly.
You vegan eaters are very stupid.
Wait, vegan eaters? Like, people who eat vegans?
With cheese, no less!
Soylent Green is people!
That is one way to fix overpopulation, I guess.
I guess I just have to be yeeted off a cliff. It's kind of been a thing for a while. Like, literally anything. Oh, God. Oh, it's painful. This is not how we get any closer to defining whether or not an action is right or wrong.
The only thing that I found is like BBC, and I don't really trust BBC. So, yeah, if you want to trust BBC, that's fine. But here, it said that it's not wrong to eat meat.
Okay, in short, the second source you showed was nothing more than an opinion piece. It is a group of people explaining both sides, not fully supporting either side. While the BBC source, I cannot find the writer, and the only source I can find is at the bottom of the article from Russ Shuffall, London, and his book from 1994.
I'm just wondering why we shouldn't trust the BBC on a surface level like that. Oh, I don't trust the BBC. Okay, cool, good for you, but like, why should we care?
We also need to worry for the second source, for we may fear this man.
Nah, let's just keep Late Master enjoying a burger.
Also, I have a more important question. Why? Why are you doing this? Vegan Gaze has been arguing against the fallacious reasoning of Pancho's one and only claim so far, so bombarding us with out-of-context Google excerpts about the ethical standing of eating meat is very out of place here. I thought you were making a joke about not listening to her before, but so far your only contribution to critiquing her video is to not properly argue against it. So pray tell, What are you actually responding to? Why are you giving sources? What do you think the discussion is right? Because the video is clearly on a different train of thought. Hell, one of these sources follows a radically different train of thought, something you would have known if you actually read it, because the author not only gives their own opinion on the matter, but opens it up for discussion among the website subscribers.
I actually just thought of something else. Are we going to glance over how RoboKnight tried debunking vegan gays with "we're meat eaters"? Yet his own out-of-context source acknowledges that eating meat is not a requirement for humans, or is that just me?
Holy shit, not even 3 minutes into this fucking video, and this is how badly they've messed up.
It's not essential, but it's not wrong. But in the next one, you can see this, that it is that you need B12 to have your blood pumping and all that jazz in your body. Here it says you have meat and whatever. It's located in meat and dairy products, so there you have it.
Okay, first off, in your last point, your own source showed you a vegetarian. Vegans who consume no animal products and vegetarians who consume some animal products, but not having meat gives you a higher risk of developing vitamin B12 deficiency because natural food sources of vitamin B12 are limited to animal foods. Section 3, line 52. Consumption of foods fortified with vitamin B12, such as fortified nutritional yeast, as well as vitamin B12 supplements, can substantially reduce the risk of deficiency. 52. Vegetarians can actually substitute their diet with the proper B12 they need, therefore nullifying your point.
I mean, even in the out-of-context excerpt, it says that fortified breakfast cereals are a readily available source of vitamin B12 in the screenshot. So, like, this is no longer a bro moment anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I also love the whole "there you have it" comment. After cherry-picking random sources that you probably didn't even look into, as indicated by the screenshots of untouched Google excerpts, all you've done is compile them together into a hybrid argument. As my partner said, not only are they contradicting the intent behind the arguments you've made so far, you're also trying to use them to invalidate vegan gays in such a matter-of-fact way. Don't forget that veganism is not just a dietary lifestyle or just a platform to cry about meat eating. It's also a philosophical discussion on ethics and animal rights, which is not something you can just bulldoze with 15 seconds of Google searching.
This is why bad things happen, and they continue to happen, because people like you just, we've been kind of doing it for a while, so I guess we should just carry on. I don't know what else to tell you. That is not an argument.
It actually is an argument.
Okay, yes, but also no. Like, technically, on a very basic level, it is an argument. It just is such a garbage one that reveals how garbage it is when you take the logic and apply it to other similar scenarios, such as, oh, I don't know, lynching homosexuals.
This is why you don't stick to basic arguments like this, especially in a moral discussion. Even if it's an argument, the frame of logic being used locks you into an uncomfortable position. It doesn't matter that it is indeed an argument, all that matters is how the argument holds up on its own merit. Spoiler alert, Pancho's doesn't.
Because if you don't like meat, that's fine. If you want to be vegan, that's totally fine too, but don't force it on other people. If they don't want it, then that's also fine.
Since when are they shoving veganism down our throats? They are making an argument based on someone else's video like you were doing. I sure hope you're not shoving your opinion down my throat. I fucking bite.
Yeah, fun fact, RoboKnight, Vegan Gaze is doing a response to someone who went out of their way to argue veganism first. It's not like she had started this discourse, that was all Pancho, so really, who's shoving whose meat down whose throat?
More importantly, where do I get in line?
If people want to eat meat, that is fine. And not your belief, and not our belief, it's hunger.
And vegans do not hunger for meat. What is this point again?
Is wrong. TikTok, share this song and stop censoring the truth from now on.
Dude, this is so deep, man. I'm practically almost in tears. It's not like I dealt with censorship on a diss track I made 3 weeks ago, and
When that probably wasn't right to do. Like, censorship issues are a problem, so I don't know why there's this kind of idea of, well, it happened to me, so it should be fine to do. Why isn't it more, it happened to me as well? It's not right, is it?
Have a little
think about it next time, yeah?
Censorship is only a good thing when it comes to, like, something as in, if you are doing something wrong, for example, like that vegan teacher did some racist, homophobic shit on TikTok and got banned for it like multiple times because of the same shit. And every time she makes a new account, she's been evading. And you guys are basically forcing your belief don't upvote. That's all there is to it.
It must be Christmas because there's a lot to unpack here.
Okay, so first off, if a user is getting their video removed from a sharing platform or if their account is terminated due to a TOS violation, then what you're bringing up here is clearly different from what's being discussed. I don't know the full context of what the UK vegan teacher and Pancho are referring to in their own examples, but what Vegan Gaze is attempting to do is find the middle ground between the two. If one person is being deplatformed or censored through the abuse of the reporting system, then that is clearly not a good thing. What you're describing is someone intentionally violating the terms of service, possibly even the law, and taking it down as a result. Things like hate speech, endorsing the purchase of illegal goods, promotion of criminal activity, that's not relevant to the video you're covering, and it wouldn't really be censorship. That's just properly removing abusive content.
Like, dude, you literally have nothing. No citations or anything. You have brought up no evidence about the whole vegan teacher thing. You need to show evidence when you're trying to prove a point, or state a factual statement. Just a tip for the future.
Alright, I'm gonna just slide into here and take up the reins with how this does really nothing to Vegan Gaze's point regarding Pancho's lack of empathy towards someone's censorship by bringing up how it happened to him. Like, because censorship, no, not even that, because consequences of people breaking terms of service leading to a deplatform is okay, suddenly Vegan Gaze saying that censorship isn't okay in an agreement with Pancho is pushing their beliefs onto him. Like, how does that make any sense? Unless you're pro-censorship because it happens to other people, and in which that opens up a whole different can of worms.
And then after I got a strike, that vegan teacher laughed it off. A little bit of karma, eh? Seems like it.
Yo, hold up. I think I might actually have a point against Vegan Gaze here. Dude, Pancho was in the middle of saying that he doesn't sympathize with that vegan teacher because she laughed off the strike that Pancho got on his diss track. And Vegan Gaze here just cuts in the middle of that point to say that he should sympathize, muddying the context of what's being said to us. So, like, RoboKnight could have made a point here had he just let the video play out a bit more himself.
Anyways, yeah, so I found this UK vegan
I need to
teacher
see
lady.
if
And
she
yeah,
actually laughed it off. Like, and again, even if she did laugh it off, it wouldn't suddenly mean that it's okay to just censor over, like, an opinion giving out. Otherwise, they'll come for your opinion next.
There is no such thing as an opinion on the internet.
Wait, no such thing as an opinion?
There is no such thing as an opinion, you say? Boy, have you ever read a dictionary or gone to a first grade English class? I am just in sheer shock and awe of this statement. My jaw is making me look like fucking SCP-069. If there was no such thing as an opinion, your video wouldn't exist, cause it's stating your opinion. An opinion has to exist for facts to exist. For almost anything to exist, or some thought to exist, you need to have an opinion. I cannot have the thought process of lettuce is good without having an opinion. But no, once you touch the keyboard, those can no longer exist in my brain. I have to spew facts with no regard to my opinions. I just love going brain dead at my keyboard. It's my favorite hobby. I'm just like the Paul brothers.
Because that vegan teacher is basically trying to force her belief. It's trying to, like, force her back down her throat. I mean, did you not see the multiple videos of TikTok that she made and multiple videos that she made on others? That is her saying her quote-unquote fact. Nothing more, nothing less.
She's forcing her beliefs down our throats, but opinions don't exist!
Her facts! You're replacing the word belief with facts!
What was any of this? Opinions on the internet don't exist. She was shoving her vegan facts down our throats. It's her facts. Nothing more, nothing less. I legit just don't know what you're trying to say here. How can an interjection have every sentence contradict itself? If she's just presenting her facts on the internet, then how are there opinionated beliefs to begin with? And if there's nothing more or less to the presentation of her facts, then how can she be demanding or forceful with these facts down people's throats because she's an aggressive vegan activist? Do we not just have the ability to avoid her content then? It's not exactly forceful if I can sidestep her TikTok and watch big fat mommy milkers instead.
If it's like inciting hatred or inciting violence, then I could see the problem. But she's inciting anti-violence, anti-action. She's literally inciting non-actions.
Yeah, that's her actual name, Vegan Teacher UK. But obviously, I don't want you guys sending any harassment to the people I talk about in this video. These are just my opinions on—
So, we're skipping a lot into his video because RoboKnight lets Vegan Gaze's video play out without commentary for roughly 4 minutes. Like, what the fuck, Robo? I get, like, maybe you don't want to take things out of context, but this is roughly a third of your video that you just let play, overstaying its welcome.
What's worse is that Vegan Gaze's original video is about 26 minutes long. RoboKnight's commentary is 15 minutes long. So he is already cutting out large chunks of Vegan Gaze's video for his own sake, so leaving a long clip like this feels really, really lazy on his part.
For example, I know certain sections of my videos have amazingly long sections where videos are played or tweets are read. H2O delirious video. But for my videos, there are reasons for that. Everything I show is required for the context of what I'm gonna say next. Soon you're gonna jump in and say something, and I was hoping it would have been like mine, played a lot of it because you have a lot to say about everything that was just covered, or it was needed for the context to make things clear for your audience. But no, you could have cut 90% of that, and nothing would have changed. Twice I had to stop myself because I thought I was covering Vegan Gaze video instead of yours. I kept thinking you died or there was some sort of editing fuck up. Or both. The cheese strikes again.
Really? Funny, you're dismissing her argument by calling her stupid, which is what people call animals.
What? Stupid? No, I'm no animal expert, but animals are pretty stupid when it comes to their lives, basically. So, and calling her stupid is logical because she is acting really stupid at the moment. So I don't understand your argument there, Gaze. I really don't understand that.
She is acting stupid, but I cannot think of another word for stupid aside from stupid. It took you 4 minutes to say that. Also, animals are not as dumb as you think. Cows can develop friendships and can remember things for a long time. Pigs are considered the 5th smartest animals in the world. And chickens are pretty self-aware about their place in the pecking order and have some amazing self-control. If there are 6 out of the 7 smart creatures in this room with us and the animals, Robo, we're all gonna look at you.
Need I bring up Coco the gorilla, who can speak sign language? Hell, if animals were stupid about their lives, then how could animals have their own complex social structures for the sake of survival? Some carnivorous animals live in packs, certain insects live in giant colonies, certain species of fish travel in massive schools, all for the sake of their own survival. Even if a good chunk of them aren't on human levels of sentience, their intelligence is still present enough to maintain their own lives. Probably better than most humans.
of TikTok, dude. Swear to God.
What people don't understand.
This is what this is, right? These people who are these commentary channels, they don't really stand for anything. They're like, oh yeah, I'm the meat mascot. Oh yeah, I had a beef with that vegan teacher. Yeah, I really annoyed her. Like, they think that this is an easy conversation to have when, sorry mate, you dipped your toes in something deeper than you thought, right? Because this is a massive issue, and right now it doesn't seem very important. It seems like something that people can laugh off, but unfortunately, this is a massive problem, and you've just glossed over like so much plight of other sentient beings. It's unbelievable. This is just something to make a quick clout, quick money, quick. Oh, look what I did! I annoyed vegan teacher. Oh, everyone hates her. Like, just desperate for some validation from people.
But gays, you don't know anything about Pancho. He doesn't need the money in order to talk about someone. Like, that's not how YouTube works for commentary channels. I don't know where you get that idea, but hey, you do you, miss. Oh, eating meat is wrong.
Don't deflect. Vegan Gaze literally outlined where she got this notion from. She pointed out that Pancho isn't really trying to go into this conversation with any sense of stance, but is instead just spending his time to hop on a bandwagon to clown on it. This is quite clear in the fact that Pancho hasn't really made any cohesive argument past "we've been eating meat for a while," which, as addressed before, is fucking atrocious.
RoboKnight, I would just also like to point out that you didn't put a lot of effort into your last statement. You literally could have just said no and nothing would have been different.
Just giving us a nuh-uh like that is such a grade school argumentation that I almost want to shake RoboKnight down for his lunch money.
I'll take the ankles. Dulcimic, you're short, grab the coins.
Ooh, alright, proper schoolyard mugging, just like we would do in my youth on the blood-stained streets of Piccadilly.
About that vegan teacher and me, Vegan Teacher UK, is that we absolutely, wholeheartedly believe that speciesism is the root.
Okay, yeah, so as I'm scrolling through her TikTok right now, I can actually confirm that this lady is just as bad as the first vegan teacher when it comes to promoting your message. Because just as the first vegan teacher did, here we have Vegan Teacher UK going after our man's Gordon Ramsay. Oh my god, dude, when will they learn? Nobody can even come close to touching our boy Gordon Ramsay, alright? And even if you were to get into an area with him, he'd just roast you, dude. He's a villain.
I mean, this funny thing is, right, Gordon Ramsay said that we kind of need to go forward with this, we need to embrace this. And there's actually a video of him, like, with, I think, some lambs, saying being uncomfortable because he has to kill them.
Luckily for me, the 2 purebred lambs are good for the chop, so we load them up for their final journey. We can't leave Gavin alone in our garden, so he's coming too. Gavin, you are one lucky little boy, mate, I tell you. Huh? Hey? Hey. Oh dear, here we go again. I'm not very good when it comes to these kind of situations. Stun, instantly, seconds, throw, and then up onto the line. Yeah, from start to finish, no?
20 seconds from stun to stick time.
Yes.
If you hold them steady, okay, they're going to fall over. Induce an epileptic fit, chained up, and then bottom the other way. Right, and watch me, stick them right.
Thankfully I'm not attached, purposely I didn't get close to them. Watching this part of it now, it's crucial for me.
It's awful when you see them just before it's going to happen.
Last thing on my mind right now is Devil's Fly.
Where does he say that he was uncomfortable? What? I don't understand. Where does it say that he was uncomfortable with it? Gaze, are you stupid? Are you insanely stupid that you didn't watch the video that you showed?
Did you just...
She was showing visual signs of Gordon being uncomfortable with slaughtering the lambs. It doesn't have to say outright for it to be visually determined.
And he said it was important he does this. And you know why? Being a chef, you have to handle all kinds of meat. You have to handle that flesh. And knowing where it comes from and harvesting it yourself can give you a lot of insight on the meat itself, the industry, and what it takes to bring that slab of juicy as my ass meat to the table. It is important for every chef. Hell, I saw how it was done through my high school education, living in the southern US where farms are plentiful and common. You could see how Gordon was learning. He was saying he was not good in these situations. The context clues are there, my guy.
Gordon and Gino, don't you think it's about time you stop lying to people and stop pushing dead animals as food? We know you profit from it and we know that's why you do it. Be better, be kind, stop.
Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to eat 2 full roast chicken hummus with Pepsi. So let's get this started.
I can't even begin to tell you how stupid it is to go after Gordon Ramsay, a head-class chef in Las Vegas, and tell him that he's a bad person doing awful things just by cooking animal.
I'm sorry, if you're a head chef, that doesn't have any bearing on whether or not you're a moral person or not. What? What's your point?
I'll tell you my point. Gordon Ramsay is a well-known chef. He dealt with this type of shit before. He's basically a more popular version of Guy Fieri, who is also a very well-known chef on TV. So it's okay to eat meat.
What about a huh?
Bobby, get my super smart man chalkboard. We got to break this shit down. Okay, Gordon Ramsay equals top-level chef. Top-level chef Gordon Ramsay is greater than or equal to Guy Fieri, famous restaurant man of Slovakian folklore. Therefore, it's okay to eat meat. I did my PEMDAS, I carried the 2, I used my graphing calculator, but this shit still don't add up.
Like, it's not even like you couldn't make an argument against gays here utilizing the fact that Gordon is a chef, because since Gordon is a chef, there's kind of an onus on him to sell things that have a more widespread appeal to keep his business going. Like, sure, he could try to put more of an effort to suggest and raise up pro-vegan foods, but considering the population isn't majority vegan, it wouldn't exactly be the best for his business. Now, yes, even then one could counter-argue that Gaze was talking about all this from a moral standpoint, not a business standpoint, and then one could bring up the notion that morality is subjective. But at least then there would be an argument, rather than this pseudo-mathematical gibberish that has been pouring from your mouth all video. Try harder than not at all, please.
It's cringy for you to criticize something with such low-level argumentation, something that that you don't care about and you've said yourself, and it's cringe for you to pick on these points when you've said yourself you just don't care about the lives of others. So that's just amazing. It's cringe to watch you be here when it's clear that all you've done this for is for views and for clicks and to just heighten up your channel and to be the person who annoyed that vegan teacher. Oh yeah, everybody hates her. It's just easy. It's too easy. But unfortunately for you, you've engaged yourself in a topic that's not easy to contend with. You would not last 5 seconds debating this at all, because the argumentation that you've given so far is so overplayed, so illogical, so nonsensical, that you would be embarrassed. Well, I hope you'd feel some sort of embarrassment. I'm not getting much feeling from him.
You serious?
I'm trying to think right now. Should I show her that she's been doing the same exact thing for the past, ever since her channel was created?
But Gaze's channel isn't merely poking at something without any care to the topic. She clearly shows she does, as evidenced by the fact that she's been laying out more constructed arguments all video.
Or the fact that she has been trying to go after Daz Games, a guy with 1 million views, or something higher, I don't remember. Go after people like Pancho, who has more views than her, and everything else. So, does that mean that you're doing it for collect some views too?
You say she trained her channel for this. She got the gloves on and hands up. But it doesn't matter what size of the channel you're going after when it comes to commentary. You can go after anyone of any size. That doesn't dissuade or cause the point to be made. Just because someone covered someone bigger than them, it doesn't mean that they are fishing for views or clicks. I mean, by that logic, you are doing the same. Pot calling the kettle stupid.
Hell, you wouldn't laugh 5 seconds in an argument against someone who knows about the circle of life or the food chain or anything like that, because we are human. We are allowed to eat whatever we want, except other humans or dogs or any type of pets. But hey, you do you, I guess.
Who decided that? Who fucking decided that? Okay, sorry, let me back up. Like, for starters, your lazy ass wouldn't even know where to start in fucking debates like this to begin with. You've proven that throughout this entire video. A good chunk of your own arguments were barely on topic. Others were just extremely dismissive or completely basic in execution. You treat the topic at hand like it's some high school phase that people just learn from and come to their senses later on. So you're in no position to tell her otherwise. Secondly, what weird topics to pick for fucking gays to suck at, like the food chain and a song from The Lion King. 2 subjects that I'm sure definitely take precedence over factory farming conditions, mass fishing repercussions, experimentation on animals, carnism, speciesism, dietary solutions, moral consideration for pets versus livestock, environmentalism, crossover with socio-political ideologies, basically any common moral argument that isn't just animals eat animals, therefore give me the number 4 and make it a double. And then again, who decided that humans cannot eat other humans? Because you say so? How would that hold up in a debate with cannibals, or in a debate with other cultures that eat dogs and don't domesticate animals the same standard we do? Hell, vegans know exactly how to deconstruct your form of logic and throw it back at you. A blanket statement like this doesn't offer any insight to any sort of debate or conversation, because you haven't provided the framework for your position, just the statement as is, and with that alone, anyone can just challenge your position and push you into a corner, because go figure, veganism is not as simple as you're making it out to be, and your final comments aren't just the end-all be-all to this debate. And keep in mind, I'm not even a vegan myself. I've just witnessed, listened to, and participated in a lot of discussions and debates on the subject to know that you are way out of your element, and anyone who knows anything about debate structure will just curb stomp you with what you just said. And even if they agree with your position too, your epistemology and reasoning is what matters at the end of the day, not just the end result of your conclusion. Do humans have inherent value over all species? If so, why? Do dogs hold inherent value over cows or pigs or any livestock that can be viewed as pets? If so, why? Every attempt I've seen from you to give an answer to a why-type question doesn't feel like a genuine attempt to converse or debate. It just shuts the debate down and pretends like veganism is an absurd concept with nothing to add. Meanwhile, eating meat is an immutable right because of some inane, incorrect reason. If you've been so goddamn lazy throughout this entire video, pretending like you've debunked veganism, why should I consider anything you have to say here, you fucking dork? Ugh.
Well, that's the end of the video. Do we even want to go into final thoughts? Because RoboKnight kind of deep-sixed his channel.
My final thoughts are this.
Perfect.
I